Hey, what's up, guys? Wanted to finish or get more farther into the Death Wish franchise reviews for you, and I checked out Death Wish 2, 3, and 4 on this triple pack put out by Fox, and I got this at a good deal. I think it was like $8.99, $10 at Best Buy or something, so I picked it up. But uh, start off with Death Wish 2. Paul Kersey, he's in LA now, and he has a brand new wife. The daughter's in a mental institution, and basically there's some hoodlums, gangsters, whatever you call them, and they basically go and rape the daughter and all that. The daughter gets killed. It's not a spoiler. It happens in the first 10 minutes. And Paul Kersey just had enough of it, and he basically gets himself arrested, and then he goes down in the grungy Skid Row parts of LA, and he's moonlighting as a homeless person pretty much, and just blasting away at the hoodlums and all that. Now, this one is actually probably my second favorite out of the whole franchise, just because it gets more dark and gritty. And there's the one scene in particular when he's getting arrested and he's standing, getting his mugshot taken. And there's like these shadows and stuff on his face that makes it look really eerie. I really dig that scene. And I think the main head of the hoodlums in this, he looks like a Hare Krishna kind of, like shaved top of his head, and he's just really strange looking. I kind of liked him as a villain. This was like a good transition from the first to the third one, because the third one is when Cannon really made it over the top and just ridiculous. This one still was grounded in reality, and it was still really serious and gritty. And yeah, it's my second favorite Death Wish. I highly recommend that to anybody who even remotely enjoyed the first Death Wish. It's a really worthy follow-up. But yeah, there's not much I can say about it. I know the wife he had in this movie was his wife in real life. I know the girl who played her daughter was really disappointed with how the movie came out. Found that out in the Electric Boogaloo Cannon documentary. And supposedly the two people who ran Cannon, they thought this was like... they thought the first Death Wish was like the quality and caliber of The Godfather in the 70s, so they did make a sequel like 10 years later or whatever, and I actually like it better, so I give Cannon props on that. But yeah, pretty simple, straightforward, pretty much like the first Death Wish, just a little darker, a little more action. And then we move into Death Wish 2, and this came out 3 years after the second one. This one, it's basically the same thing. Paul Kersey, people in his family die. He's walking around. All the rich people are disgusted with all the poor people moving in and stuff. And the main villain in this, I really dug. I've seen him in other stuff, but he had like this shaved part in his hair. They all wear this like red like makeup on their face, and it's kind of strange. But this is the one where the sets felt really set-like. Like it all felt like it was filmed on a back lot and everything was fake. And this one also had Michael Winner, I think his name was, from Bill and Ted and stuff, and he played one of the gangsters in this, or hoodlums, or whatever. So that was kind of cool seeing that. And he had some good one-liners in this, some good action scenes, but overall, it's so over the top. It's fun, but it's not good as a Death Wish movie, in my opinion. But I did enjoy it. I mean, there's scenes at the end where he has full, huge, like, Gatlin-type guns and all that, and there's one dude just carrying a box of ammo behind him, and he's just mowing people down, just spraying people. Like, so many people die in this movie, it's insane. It's so over the top, though, it's ridiculous. To me, it's not as memorable as the second one, but I still enjoy it. I enjoy it better than the first one, to be honest, just because I really dig the villain and that whole, like, cult-type thing they got going on. Thought it was a cool spin on it. Yeah, nothing more I could really say about it. Music's by Jimmy Page, which is pretty cool, from Led Zeppelin. But yeah, I give it like a 7 out of 10. If I was to give 2 a 9 out of 10, this is a 7. Now we get to Death Wish 4, The Crackdown, which came 2 years after the third one. And it's actually my favorite one I've seen so far, to be honest. It's noticeably cheaper, and it takes place in like the 80s drug Reagan era type thing. Paul Kersey's married again. He's got a wife, and this time a stepdaughter. And the stepdaughter gets addicted to cocaine and gets shot and killed. And Paul Kersey can't handle it no more, so he goes out on the streets killing mobs, killing everybody involved in the drug business. And this one it gets a little more over the top, but it's so bad and cheesy. It's really fun. Like, he makes some bomb out of a wine bottle, goes into like this mob hideout and blows it up. And that's where you see Danny Trejo, real young. Just ridiculous. The villain in this one was the worst villain out of all of them. It's just an old dude. But it's just, I really dig the sets in this, and it was just really cool. Like, he goes into a radio station, and you see old movie posters all over the radio station, and the dude's like sniffing coke and all that, and Charles Bronson walks in and throws the bags of coke at him, and it goes everywhere, and he just sprays them all down, and just really badass. Awesome ending scene in like a roller skating rink, lots of neon, lots of smoke, and he's got just a huge machine gun just spraying them down. And there's a whole lot of cool set pieces with this, with him just shooting the people down. And I gotta say, it has one of my favorite opening scenes in Death Wish, or it is my favorite opening scene. There's like 3 or 4 dudes, and they're like raping this chick in a parking garage, and Charles Bronson just comes out of the shadows. He's got like this trench coat on with his gun, and the guy's like, "Who the fuck are you?" And he's like, "I'm Death," and then just starts shooting them all, and it was just a really badass and perfect opener for the movie. Now, the last one I got is Death Wish 5, Face of Death, which I will watch tomorrow. Tomorrow the next day, because recording a commentary for Halloween H2O tonight with BDG reviews, so I'll probably watch Death Wish 5, get that whole franchise finished with tomorrow, and then it's on to just straight horror after that. I don't think I have any non-horror to review for a while. Anyways, guys, thanks for sticking around. Peace.